Hello, thank you for joining me. I did say that I would give some ideas for toolkits away from the usual getting out in nature, gardening, walking, whatever. Especially if you feel that you can't get out. So just a few suggestions, and a couple that I rely on. Sorry about the rattling. I have a collection, that's just a few of them, of crystals. And yes, they're pretty, but I really do believe that they can help you. I particularly like amethyst, and amethyst is said, oh, I can't stop smoothing it, I always have to. Yes. Yes. So they are said to have an affinity with our mind, with our head, our crown chakra. And I have amethyst by my bed, and I will often spend a bit of time lying with a crystal on my forehead whilst I relax and meditate. And then we have the blacks and the whites. And I am a black and white girl. I used to dress largely in black and white. But these crystals are said to be helpful for cleansing. And I do have an obsidian drop that I should have put on to show you. But you could just go and buy lots. So as I say, I have become very interested. So I've got crystal healing, another healing with crystals and chakras, but just a basic crystal Bible that you can get probably from eBay or somewhere will give you the information that you need to start. So that's crystals. Oh, sorry about that. Those books are heavy. Right, the next thing that I use are essential oils. And yes, they are nice scented oils. Well, most of them are. But there's oils and there's oils. The cheap and cheerfuls come with a lot of fillers and actually don't smell like the genuine stuff. I always use doTERRA oils, and I will always make reference to a book that will tell me just what oils to use, what to be avoided for certain conditions, and how to dilute them. But one that I find particularly helpful at present for calming is actually called Clary Calm, because it's got clary sage in it. And I put it on my wrists if I feel I'm going somewhere that I might get a bit, as one of my friends used to say, agitated. So I use that and I can sniff it. But clary sage is one that I used to recommend for mums at childbirth, but not during pregnancy, because it can relax the muscles of the uterus when you don't want them to be relaxed. So if I'm going anywhere, I went to the doctors recently and I was seeing a young female doctor that I'd not seen before, and I knew that talking to her I would benefit from having this on. But when I walked into the room, I said, may I ask you a very personal question? You aren't pregnant, are you? And then I explained why. And she perfectly understood, in fact started asking me questions. So those two are worth a look. Then doing things, being creative. And yes, you can be creative with the oils and with the crystals, but buying these cheap and cheerful sets, £5, to have a go at macrame. If you end up just in a knot, you've learned a lesson. And marbling, that's next on my list. I'm going to have a go at doing that. Or you can get, rather than a big embroidery, just a little one or a children's one. And the children's one aren't always little pictures, but having said that, just crafting work that doesn't involve sewing skills, you can make a duck and there's always someone that you can give it to. Yes, but it diverts you. It's not going to take forever to do. It's something you can pick up and put down as and when. But also, if you have a rubber band on your wrist, just ping it if you feel the levels of anxiety going up. And as you're pinging it, I can do this, I can do this. And that ties in that message you're giving yourself with a physical happening. You can use other things, but that is the most simple. And then I have what is quite a personal one. Can you see it? My semicolon, that's better. I have a semicolon on my wrist. It's only for me to see, so I don't usually share it with people. It usually hides under my watch. So people might say, well, what's the point of having a tattoo? It is for me to remind me that in the past, yes, I've had struggles, but I've got through them. They weren't a full stop in life. They were a semicolon, a joining of two sentences with the before and then the new sentence, the after, when you've come through your depression, your anxiety, or even larger problems. So you don't have to have a tattoo. You can get a little key ring with a disc on and get a tattoo, a semicolon engraved, or a necklace. There are things on Etsy, certainly, that I've seen with semicolons on. And it's just a reminder to you, I've done it before. I can do it again. I know I can, and I will. So having that reminder, either with something to do, something to have around, it helps you just saying, I can do it. So think of those things. Might not ring your bell, but you don't have to pay a fortune. But as I say, mine started off as an interest to help me, and now I'm really interested, and I use the oils in cooking. I make my own toilet cleansers, chocolate, and I've got a lot of pleasure from them. So thank you for joining me. Take care. Bye for now. Speak to you soon. Bye.